What is up, nerds, geeks, and collectors alike? Today we are in Toy City Landmark Trinoma, and we are starting off 2021 with a toy hunt as well as a haul video at the end. And right now we're making our way to the Transformers aisle first and moving along here, and it's right about the corner right here. But before we do, let's make our way to the Marvel section right here, but that's not really what we're after. Here we have the Transformers Authentics, I think. That's what they're calling this line, as well as the Transformers Studio Series and Transformers Earthrise. And it's kind of a mix right here in terms of waves. Nothing interesting, nothing we haven't seen before or something we actually need. And right here, I actually found there's a Kingdom section right there, and here we have Optimus Primals, two of them right here. It's actually pretty good. See, I'm checking the ones, the white paint on top of the chin piece, because mine actually doesn't have the paint. And as I can see here, there are some inconsistencies with Hasbro's quality control. And let's move on to Toys R Us. We are currently at Toys R Us here in Trinoma, and something already caught my eye here. Let's take an overview of the aisle of the Star Wars section. Here we have some lightsabers, some basic figures, and then some Black Series. And here we have the Remnant Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian wave right here. He is about $32 here in Manila, and this is a pretty cool figure. And here we have a couple of them, and then here we have the Star Wars 50th anniversary for Lucasfilm, Commander Cody for the archive, and right behind him he has Admiral Thrawn. And here we have Hoth Han Solo, and I think there's a Hoth Luke here. If he is here, then we have the complete Wave 1, and there you go, there's Luke. Hoth Luke, looking very cool. And here we have some Kylo Ren masks on clearance, or at least in discounted price, as well as the Transformers section. I think this is the I think I'll call it the basic figures, the figures for children, because of their simplicity, as well as some Power Rangers. This guy's big. I think this is the same ones that create Rescue Bots figures. And here we have the War for Cybertron Trilogy, as well as the Studio Series. And here we have Devastator. He is about $320 US, and that's a hefty price for a big boy. And here we have the Studio Series Bonecrusher, Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Sentinel Prime. I'm actually amazed to find him here. We haven't seen him in a long time. I think I got this figure way back June 2020, and now it's January 2021. So it's about 8 months late, which is funny. And here we have the Studio Series number 86, sub number 6, Grimlock from the Transformers the movie. Looking very cool. I'm really interested in getting this guy. Yeah, actually looks cool. I like him. I like the design. Very G1-esque. Well, actually it's G1 really. And here we have Kingdom Optimus Prime, which I have no desire to pick up since I already have the Earthrise with the Siege head. But here, this is what I'm actually interested in. I'm really interested in getting the Beast Wars Megatron. That's because I got the Beast Wars Kingdom Optimus Primal. And here we have some deluxes. We have Cheetor, which is actually I'm very surprised to find. And here we have Paleotrex. I think this guy is very similar to the gimmick of Cog and Six Gun, where you can take him apart and put him on other figures. And here we have Black Arachnia, and another Black Arachnia, and another Paleotrex. I'm really interested in getting Black Arachnia, but unfortunately there's been some reports of breakage on the chest area whenever you're transforming the figure, so I'm quite unsure of picking it up. And I've noticed some running change with the packaging here. Let me show you by taking Black Arachnia and Cheetor. And Cheetor has the clear plastic, while Black Arachnia has the cardboard, I think, hanger type thing right there. As you can see, both Paleotrex and Black Arachnia has it. I think from Wave 1 it was just clear plastic, and Wave 2 had the cardboard with the additional art, which doesn't really affect me since I'm not much of a box collector. I take the figures out of the box and I still make sure to preserve the box as much as I can, but nonetheless. And here we have the Marvel section. Here we have the Endgame Stormbreaker, as well as some basic figures. No Marvel Legends right here. Marvel Legends in Trinoma is usually in a very low stock, and not to mention it's always at the counter. And I'm really contemplating on either getting Cheetor or Cody. So I might surprise you, but I really want Cody since the original figure is quite expensive, and this guy is a pretty cool figure. And I'm really just trying to get Primal and Megatron for the Beast Wars. So I guess you'll see whichever one I pick in the whole video. And here we are back home with an interesting toy haul. Most of these figures weren't shown in the toy hunt. That's because they were ordered online, except for, of course, Commander Cody. And I have to say I'm pretty excited with these guys. So we have the Mandalorian with the child, Transformers, Shattered Glass, Optimus Prime and Ratchet, Kingdom, Optimus Primal, Archive Commander Cody, and Marvel Legends Black Widow. Now I'm very excited to add these guys officially to my collection because I'm really anticipating these interesting figures. Let's start with the Marvel Legends Black Widow. Now taking a look at this figure up close, I am excited for the Black Widow movie to premiere, so that's why I got this figure. Interestingly enough, this figure is already on clearance. That's because the movie was set to be out by May 2020, but due to the pandemic, it's now set to release at the 29th of April 2021, and the figure was set to release shortly afterwards, where the movie was supposed to come out, and now the figure is on clearance. Here at the side we have an image of Black Widow, and at the back we have a quick character description. Natasha Romanoff reunites with a group of spies from her past to stop a lethal force, and that's about it. Here at the bottom we have, I think this is Crimson Dynamo with the rest of the wave, and here we have an inverted artwork, and at the top we have the Black Widow logo. At the bottom we have a bunch of mumbo jumbo as well as the UPC. And I'm really excited for the movie. I'm still anticipating the Black Widow movie. I'm really excited about that. And we're saving the best for last. And here we have Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Kingdom, Voyager class Optimus Primal. And this is really an interesting figure because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't seen Beast Wars, but by the time this video is released, I'm either currently still watching the show or I'm already done with it, depending on how long it is and depending on my free time. Because my primary goal with Kingdom was solely to get Primal and Megatron, the Beast Wars version. At the side here we have a very cool artwork for Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom, as well as the back here we have an image of his robot mode as well as his beast mode. It converts into 22 steps and it looks very cool. I'm excited for this figure. I really want to get that Megatron. At the side here we have a cool image of Optimus Primal, really interesting. It carries on the front as well as the top. Here we have the Maximal insignia, again Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy WFCK8, and at the bottom we have the legal mumbo jumbo as well as the UPC. And I'm really excited for this figure. I am really excited for the Megatron. I really do hope that I get that figure. And here we have the one from the Toy Hunt Star Wars Archive 50th Anniversary Lucasfilm Clone Commander Cody. And I really wanted this guy because the original one, the original release, if I may, is currently very expensive. And this guy is a must-have in the Star Wars collection. I really want to get the Clone Commanders, or at least Cody and Rex. And both of the figures are from Toys R Us. Though Black Widow was ordered online, this guy was bought in the Toy Hunt. And at the back, a natural and practical leader in the clone army, Cody was a good fit for General Kenobi, to whom he was particularly loyal until Order 66, and of course they had the inhibitor chip, or at least in the Disney canon. And here we have the timeline of Star Wars itself, and I think this is the timeline, not the chronological order of the movies, but the time the films were released, the timeline when the movies were out in theaters, and that is a very cool addition. And then moving on, at the side here we have a better look at Cody at the side at the top, and then at the bottom the legal mumbo jumbo as well as the UPC. And I'm very excited for this figure. I really hope in getting ranked someday, but unfortunately his figure is far too expensive. But this guy was pre-ordered from November, the Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian with a child, the Mandalorian in Beskar armor. And this one is the Walmart exclusive, the one with the removable head, as well as the Beskar, I think, plates or units, as well as the tracker beacon. And this is very cool. Currently here in Manila, the cheapest one, I think, for this set alone is $70 here in Manila. The Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian in Beskar with the child is $60 here in Manila. You're not gonna get it anymore. You're not gonna get it any less, either if it's opened or sealed. That's because it is extremely rare, and not to mention an exclusive in which we do not have Walmart here in the Philippines. At the back, it states here that the Mandalorian is a battle-worn, a tight-lipped, a formidable bounty hunter in an increasingly dangerous galaxy who finds a mysterious alien pursued by bounty hunters on behalf of imperial interests. And at the side here, you get a small window in Star Wars The Black Series. Again, at the top, you get a window in order to see the figure, and at the bottom, you know, the usual legal mumbo jumbo, as well as the UPC. And that's about it for the Star Wars Black Series, The Mandalorian and the Child. And finally, the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Shattered Glass, Optimus Prime, and Ratchet 2-pack. And this is a very interesting set because these particular figures, or the characters that they represent, may or may not appear in the show, but if they don't, they may be the only figures in the main line to not appear. So they might be the most unique figures. I'm not saying that they are the rarest, the most expensive, and the most sought out characters, but nonetheless, they are the most unique figures if they do not appear, because most of the figures that are released in the main line have appeared in the Netflix show. Not to mention, I am a huge fan of the Optimus Primal, as well as I really want the Ratchet figure, but this is as close as I can get due to the fact that the Ratchet and Lifeline 2-pack are extremely expensive here in Manila, which they go for about $134. And here we have the 2-pack. And I tried to open this figure as careful as I can in terms of the sticker type, as clean as I can, but I have not removed these figures in the clamshell. Though taking a closer look, here we have the Shattered Glass Optimus Prime and the Shattered Glass Ratchet, and I really like these figures. I think I'm gonna keep them here at the box because I really like them the way they are. But I do hope I get the chance to review these figures. I really want to get back into reviewing figures. That's because for me it was fun, but unfortunately I can't find a way to balance my academics with toy reviews. That's because I go on from Monday to Saturday. I have classes, and Sunday is actually my only rest day, and by Sunday I'm already tired to make some reviews. So for now, I'm just gonna stick with toy hunts and haul videos, and maybe some mini reviews, fast ones. But I am very active in my social media accounts, especially in Twitter and Instagram. And of course, I am still collecting figures. I get figures in the appropriate time that I can. So for now, that's about it. This is the haul video with Mandalorian with the Child, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Shattered Glass 2-pack, the War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Optimus Primal, the Marvel Legends Black Widow movie Black Widow, and finally the Star Wars Archive 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm Clone Commander Cody. So I will really try my best to getting back into reviewing figures and posting it on YouTube. But nonetheless, like I said earlier, I am very active in my social media accounts in Instagram and Twitter. And for now, that's the entire haul. Just 6 figures, 7 if you count Baby Yoda or the Child or Grogu, whichever one you like. Nonetheless, I will open these figures except for the Shattered Glass 2-pack and display them on my shelf. I think I won't open Cody as well. I think I'm gonna wait until I get either a Captain Rex or a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi before I open that, since I really want to open the Cody if I have an appropriate partner for him. So yeah, I may also post a collection update on my shelf with these figures displayed, so you can anticipate that. So if you like this video, drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I am really trying to get back into reviewing figures, and I am also trying my best to post content on this channel. So that's about it. Till next time, see ya!